Media recognition from Bloomberg, Reuters, recycling trade publications. Patented process for 100% recovery of critical metals, including cobalt, lithium, nickel, manganese, aluminum. American Manganese is focused on recycling lithium-ion batteries for electric vehicles. American Manganese trades on the TSX Venture, AMY, the US, AMYZF, and Frankfurt 2AM. For more information, visit AmericanManganeseInc.com or phone me, Larry Ray, at 778-574-4444.
Welcome to the Goddard Report. Comments made on the Goddard Report and TalkDigitalNetwork.com are an expression of opinion only. Here is Jim Goddard.
My guest is Maxime Bernier, founder and leader of the People's Party of Canada, online at peoplespartyofcanada.ca. You can follow Maxime on Twitter at Maxime Bernier. Max, welcome back to the Goddard Report.
Thank you very much. I'm very pleased to be with you today.
Can you tell us about the Max Bernier Show?
Yes, it's our new show on YouTube. You can see it at the People's Party of Canada official YouTube channel. And we are speaking about what's happening in the news. And every week I will have also a guest and I'll have a good discussion. The first show was with Philip Cross, an economist from Statistic Canada. He worked 36 years at Statistic Canada, and now he's retired from Statistic Canada. And so we had a good discussion about debt deficit and monetary policy. So that was interesting. And I will have another guest this week. So the show will be every Sunday at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. And it's a way for us to speak about our ideas, what we believe at the People's Party. So it's a way to be also more present on social media.
What are you Mad Max about today?
There's a lot of things that we can be mad at. First of all, the barricades, what's happening right now. I think it's a shame that the government is not doing anything and they're having some discussion with people that were not elected. So we don't need to have any more discussion. I think it's time for action. It's time to call for the police to do their job. And I'm very disappointed and I'm very mad about that situation. And I think I'm not the only one in Canada. There's a lot of people also who want the government to do what they must do as a government: peace, order, and good government. And so we'll see what will happen in a couple of hours from now, but it's very disappointing. And I'm mad also about, we had a discussion with Philip Cross when he was at my show, the first one, last Sunday, about the deficit and the debt. I think, I'm looking at the next budget. We still have huge deficit in this country, huge debt. And Philip Cross was saying that Canada is one of the more indebted country if you look at the other countries, with 300% of our debt to GDP ratio. It's more than Germany, it's more than US, it's more than all European countries. When you had the federal, the provincial government debt, and also the business sector and household. If you all that together, it's about 300%, and it's a lot. So if we have a recession or a downturn, it will be very hard for the government to control the deficit. So I think they're not responsible, but we will continue to speak about what we believe, and we'll see what will happen, try to influence other politicians.
We'll have more with Max Bernier right after this.
Avon Resources Limited is a gold exploration company with significant projects in British Columbia and the Yukon. Trading on the TSX Venture Exchange, symbol ABN, and the OTCQB, symbol ABNAF. Surrounded by world-class gold deposits and mines, Avon's 23,000 hectares Forest Kerr Gold Project is located in the heart of the Golden Triangle in northwestern BC. For more information, visit us at avonresources.com.
Engineer Gold Mines is focused on the exploration and development of the historic high-grade Engineer Gold Mine situated 32 kilometers southwest of Atlan, British Columbia. Engineer Gold Mines is fully permitted for surface and underground exploration with the drill program now underway. Engineer Gold Mines Limited trades on the TSX Venture Exchange, symbol EAU. For more information, please visit us at engineergoldmines.com.
What do you expect to see in the upcoming federal budget?
Oh, nothing new. I think it will be all the same. Spending, deficit. They think that they can create wealth and jobs with spending, but we need other economic policies that will help for having more private sector investment, and we must lower taxes. We must tackle the deficit. More spending won't stimulate the economy. It is a sedative for the economy. And it's also unfair for the future generations because 80% of our deficit is going to pay the grocery bill. So, there's not a lot of money that is going to national infrastructures. And that's unfair for the future generation. Our kids will have to pay for it without having any benefits because we are spending right now to pay the groceries. So it's my expectation. I hope that the Trudeau government will understand what to do and will have the courage to tackle these deficits and balance the budget. But I don't think they will do that. I think it will be all the same, and it's not responsible.
Is the mainstream news media exposing the connections between George Soros, Tides Canada, the resource movement protesters, and the senior advisor on climate action and sustainable economy in Trudeau's inner circle?
No, they're not. They're not speaking about that. Just look at what we have in the news today about the barricades and the protest and all these people. The one who protest in Ontario and Quebec are not coming from First Nation. They're radical environmentalists and leftists that want us to change our way of life. I think that the Trudeau government they're having some discussion with these kind of people. So I think that's not the way to go ahead. So the extreme leftist movement has an influence with the Trudeau government, and that's disappointing.
Do you think the Canadian government, and I mean Prime Minister Trudeau, is taking little action against these protesters because he's trying to impress UN members so he can get a seat on the Security Council?
But that's important in his agenda. As you know, he traveled all across Africa and to take our money and giving that to some dictators in Africa to have their vote for the temporary UN Security Council vote seat over there. So we must put our country first. We must work for Canadian first. And we can use that money here in Canada to help our people. There's no clear running water on some reserves, and you're spending money in Africa to fight climate change and build roads over there. So that's not the position of the People's Party. We want to bring that money back in our country and helping Canadians first. What he's doing right now, I don't know if at the end he will have a seat. All that money, it's millions and millions of dollars to spend just to buy the seat, and it would be for 2 years. And as you know, the UN is a dysfunctional organization. So, but for Mr. Trudeau, it's very important. It's one of his pet projects, and we'll see if he will be able to have that seat, but I doubt.
Through injunctions, the protests across Canada have been deemed illegal, yet both provincial and federal police forces are standing down. How come?
Yeah, because there's no signal from the federal government to do something. If you were able to listen to the speech from the Prime Minister this week about that, he was saying, I want to listen to everybody. We need to have discussion, and he's not giving a signal to the police forces, the RCMP and the provincial police forces, to do their job, and it is unacceptable.
We'll have more with Max Bernier right after this.
Cypress Development Corp. is developing a world-class lithium resource in the heart of Clayton Valley, Nevada. The size of the resource makes the Clayton Valley project a premier asset with the potential to impact the future of lithium supply. Cypress Development Corp. trades on the TSX Venture Exchange, symbol CYP, the OTCQB, symbol CYDVF, and on Frankfurt, symbol C1Z1. For more information, please visit our website, cypressdevelopmentcorp.com.
Don't miss out. Stay informed. Receive the HowStreet.com weekly recap with thought-provoking podcasts, radio, and articles delivered to your inbox. Sign up for the HowStreet.com weekly recap on our homepage at HowStreet.com.
Welcome back. We're speaking with Max Bernier. Is the Trudeau government transforming Canada from a soft socialist society into a soft totalitarian country?
But for sure, it's a soft socialist right now. All their policies, it's for a bigger government, a government that will control more of our day-to-day life. And with the spending, with all the programs and the legislations, the regulations and all that, they're turning the country to the center left. And the Trudeau government decided to stay in government. He decided to work with the NDP and the Green, and they're very socialist. So that's why we need to be there, the People's Party. We are speaking for people who believe that we need to have a smaller government in Ottawa, a government that will respect the taxpayers, respect the Constitution, and not interfering in provincial jurisdiction, and we'll do everything to be able in our country to build pipelines. But what Trudeau is doing right now is showing us that socialism is not working.
Does being Prime Minister come with a get-out-of-jail-free card to commit crimes?
Oh, my God. If you look at the Trudeau government and the last 4 years, that was one of the worst government that we had. And now he's doing the same thing that he did. And that's why I'm not so optimistic with the future of our country. I hope we'll have an election soon. I hope we'll be able to go and vote for a new government as soon as possible. But we'll see what will happen. But I can tell you that the People's Party will be ready for the next election.
2/3 of the voters in the last election voted left-wing. We hear current members of Parliament are center-left. How could a center-right party ever win power in Canada again?
But first of all, we need to be out there. If we're not speaking about what we believe, and every time we are doing like the Liberals, and if we're afraid to speak the truth, to speak about individual freedom, personal responsibility, respect, fairness, a smaller government, we won't be able to be in government. But you need to be out there, and that's why we started the YouTube channel, the official People's Party of Canada YouTube channel, and the Max Bernier Show. And the only way to be able to have more influence in our country is to always speak about what we believe in. I'm doing that, and I will travel across the country. I'll be out west at the end of this month, and being sure that our organization and EDAs, writing associations, are ready for the next election. But it can take time. I understand that. But if you're not there and speaking about what you believe, nobody will be there. So it must start by us, and that's what we're doing.
Max, I know you have a very tight schedule and you have to run. How can people find out more about the People's Party of Canada?
But they can go on our website, peoplespartyofcanada.ca, but also on our YouTube channel. And I hope that the people will be able to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Every week we'll have something over there. I will have an editorial. I will have a guest, and we're speaking about what is important for our country. So I'm asking people, don't hesitate to go on YouTube at the official People's Party of Canada YouTube channel. And you'll see me, and you'll be able to discover a new way of doing politics.
Max, thanks a lot for being on the show.
I appreciate. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
My guest has been Maxime Bernier, founder and leader of the People's Party of Canada, online at peoplespartyofcanada.ca. If you have any questions for Max or any of our other guests, you can send them to info@howstreet.com. Our YouTube channel is Talk Digital Network. Find us on Twitter at Talk Digital Net. We're also on Facebook. I'm Jim Goddard. Thank you for listening.
Comments made on the Goddard Report and TalkDigitalNetwork.com are an expression of opinion only. The Goddard Report is available online and mobile at TalkDigitalNetwork.com. The Goddard Report is a production of Howe Street Media Incorporated.